Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel after a bit of a break for reasons of real life. I'm working again on my human model, and this time I utilized AI to help me work on it. I will show the AI pictures in a bit, and I used AI to basically make a mugshot or a profile shot of a person that I wanted to use as a basis. I made a first attempt freehand for a face, for a head, and this didn't work. I starting with the head this time because it is, or the face, because it is the hardest part to do, and this is why I decided I'm going to start with it so I can actually work from the hardest part backwards. The two pictures I did are relatively simple. I just said, yeah, female character, portrait shot, close up of the face, and then I had another one shot in, or made in a profile. Could have chosen a better one here, but this is the one I chose to use. You can see there are a few artifacts working with the AI, but that's how it is, and it doesn't really matter as long as I see what I'm doing. And that's it for the basis of this. This is what I used, and the next thing I did is to first I thought I can maybe salvage my first attempt, but I quickly decided this is way too much work. So I decided I'm going to start from scratch with a sphere, and I'm using the two images to have a relation between all the features. You can already see that the pictures don't really align. This is something I still have to work out. So I'm not using AI regularly. I'm not using it often. I have actually really no idea how to use it, how to utilize it. I'm just more or less doing what I feel like could work, or I'm just using it as a tool. So a bit of a clickbaity title today, but yeah, if it works, it works. One issue I had at the very beginning right here was that I couldn't see the background image clearly, so I cut away half of the head. I'm currently looking into a way to actually restore that hard. I have a few ideas how to make that, and this will be the next video on Wednesday, so tomorrow. But yeah, I'm basically working on the human model again, and this time with the help of AI. Yeah, one big issue was actually fitting all the facial features, and in hindsight, a way better idea would have been to make a plane, make a grid, work the grid on the front, and then work the grid like on the frontal view, and then work the grid on the side. I might actually start over with the head and do that instead. Depends on how far I'm getting with this one. I'm actually pretty happy with how this looks so far. There's still a few areas I have to touch up on. You can see that the round shape of the sphere is not really helping that much. I also might have overdone the points on the face, so I'm using like 20 points per whatever the iteration is here, but I think it would have been actually better to make a very low poly ball, low poly sphere, and then work out from there and make sure it fits the two faces. So I might actually also change the face on the side. I have a few other renders that I can use. I will see if I can maybe find a better one. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure if this is... Like, I'm 100% sure this is a good idea to work with. I have a newly generated face that I can use. This is not... I'm not using anyone's work. I'm not using anyone's original character. There is always the issue with, is AI stolen, and am I actually using a lot of other people's works? But for now, I will work out the details as it is. Yeah, I have a weird obsession with doing the nose. I don't know why, but I always come back to this part and do it relatively early, even though it probably shouldn't be done, or it's not the time I should actually do that part, but it is what it is. I'm doing what I'm doing. Yeah. There is a bit of weird stuff going on, so I have smoothed down the face to a degree of this looks okay. You can see that I'm now working with the smoothed down version already, and there's still a lot of stuff to do. There's still a lot of touch up to happen. I'm still not entirely sure what I'm actually doing here, but yeah, I hope at some point we will see a finished human model in the future. I hope, well, I'm not gonna finish it this month obviously, but I'm looking forward to having this finished hopefully somewhere in the near future, like April, maybe May. We'll see how it works out. For the time being, I'm happy with the result. I will probably most likely start over with a lower poly head, because you can see I'm already reducing the number of faces and reducing the number of polygons in general, because this is relatively high poly for what I wanted to go for. This will also be a mess to rig, so I will definitely at some point rig a human model myself. I've grown quite confident with rigging with the last few things I did. For example, the tentacle, especially when I worked it over in the last few days, last week, and now I have a working model that is curving correctly, amongst other things. So yeah, I'm getting somewhere with this, and this is really cool to know. For everything else that is coming up that I'm working on, we'll just see how this all, where it goes, how it ends. Yeah, I will also start playing a new game. So this was, by the way, the first time I tried to finish the backside of the head, and this absolutely did not work as intended, but that's okay. I have a better idea now, so most likely there will be new content for the face and the head around the corner. And that's it for this video, and I hope I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you guys around.